When you arrive, you're going to park your car, and then when you've got to the ketch rigger, you're going to leave it to your port and walk around the building and find our offices. So welcome to our new look office. When you come in, your boat paperwork will be all here, so pick up the one for your boat, and then it'll have all the details inside. The office staff will still be here to help you through with anything. Your new look boat pack. So you're going to, having picked up your boat, it's going to have details of where the boat is located, the Marina Gate code and the Marina Wi-Fi code. There's going to be some details about the yacht here, along with what we would want you to do at the end of your charter. There's a useful information pack or sheet detailing some useful information that you might need during your charter. One of the really key things is our office hours number and the out of hours number, and also sea starts number. Then you've got the actual details of the boat and your handover paperwork. So when you go down to the boat, you just need to make a note of any scuffs or scratches that you can see on the outside of the yacht, and any notes that you have to do with the inside of the yacht, just mark on here. Once you're happy with that, a little signature. Run through the inventory on the boat. The red items are your safety stuff. Once you've been through this, and it does go on to 2 pages, ring the office and our fleet team will come down and talk you through from the pontoon anything else that you need to know. On the return of the charter, make sure that you're here an hour, 90 minutes to an hour before you're due to exit the yacht. There's some reminders in here about how we like the boat left. Let us know if you have refueled. In the joining instructions, there's some details about the new requirements for refueling at MDL, so please do make sure that you follow those. Let us know if you've used the dinghy or if you've changed the gas, and then let us know if you've got any losses, breakages, damages or defects on your yacht. Just pop those in there. We do like to know about any defects so that we can make sure that we can fix them. And then once you're happy with that, a little signature. So when you're coming up to the office, you will we'll also work through all of your paperwork with regard to your security deposit and any additional paperwork that we've asked you to bring. If you need any optional extras, please, we do ask that you've ordered these in advance to make sure that we have them ready for you. Otherwise, and paid for in advance. Otherwise, we can sort those out while you're in the office and make sure that you've got everything and all the paperwork's taken care of.
Okay, so when you finish with Alex in the office, done your paperwork, when you come down to the boat, go on the boat and go to the red Bible first, which will be on the chart table, and make sure you go through all of the inventory to check that everything is there, paying special attention to what's written in red, because that is your safety agreement. Once you're happy with everything, then you can give the office a call and one of us will come down for you to sign the paperwork and to answer any of your questions, or anything you cannot find that's on the inventory we will find for you. So if you've got any questions, then we can answer all your questions and also give you tips on the best easiest way of taking the boat out from the berth. Hi, my name's Andy. I'm one of the fleet engineers. So when you first come down to your boat, on the chart table will be a red folder. This is what I call the boat Bible. In the folder will be all the information about the boat and all the certificates needed on the boat for charter. So when we first open the book, it will have obviously the boat name, and then obviously the boat notes and ship's papers. On the next page will be the yacht specification, which gives you the yacht name, type of boat it is, year of build, the lengths, drafts, beams, also call signs, MMSI number, cell number, and also importantly the diesel capacity and water capacity, especially if you're doing any long passages. On the next page we have 2 pages which is telling you where all the equipment is you need to know on the boat, as in batteries, engine, how to start, stop, where the shut-off valves are, obviously where the emergency tiller, life raft, how to use the water tanks, the anchor windlass, and also the mainsail, how many reefs it's got, storm jib, and the helm. So all the information about the boat is on these 2 pages. On the next page we have a diagram showing you where all the through hull fittings are, as in heads, sinks, outlets, toilet inlets, speed transducers. So you know if you get any leaks on the boat, have a look round by where the through hull fittings are or anything like that. On the next page, which is an important one, is one again showing you where all the safety equipment is on board and where it's stowed. Next to that we have another copy of the inventory, but do pay close attention to what's in red, because that is all your safety equipment that is on board, and it tells you exactly where it is. On the next page we start going then through the boat papers. So it's just all the standard builder certificates, schedules, but an important one is your compass deviation card. So if you are doing any long passages, you just need to know the deviations for the compass. Apart from that, it is just all the certificates for all the safety equipment, and shows you that they're all in date and they've all been tested. Welcome to Blue Moon. First of all, when you get on the rib, you will have to open the seat, because in there is main lock. The battery switch is just here. To turn the batteries on, we just turn it 90 degrees. Also at the back you have your fuel shut-off valve, which is a yellow valve down there, fire extinguisher, and because we've got a 2-stroke engine, we've got a oil tank here. If you're using the boat and the oil warning light and alarm comes up on the engine panel, it means you've run out of 2-stroke oil, or you're running low on 2-stroke oil. We do carry a can of oil, also a funnel, and you just unscrew the top, funnel in and top it back up. Also we have a 8-man life raft which is situated there. Also we have a little cockpit table, so you've got the support for it, fits into the socket down here, and the tabletop goes on top. So if you're at anchor, you want your lunch, you can just sit around the table and have your lunch. Blue Moon's fitted with 2 electric bilge pumps. One is wired directly to the battery with a float switch, so whenever the batteries are on or off, the first one will automatically work, obviously with any rain or anything like that. But if you do take a lot of water on board, we do have a second one, which is this switch here. It's still on a float switch, but we can turn it on, and then if you've got loads of water, 2 pumps will run at the same time to get rid of all the water. Next to that, we have the electrical switches. So we've got anchor light, which is also running lights, and we do have ones for the spotlights on the frame, and little courtesy lights, which is around deck level. Okay, with the battery switched on, we need to trim the engine down, so we just use the trim and drop the engine all the way down. And now the engine's all the way down. Obviously we need to use the kill cord. So just by the ignition, we press in, put the kill cord on, and then we're able to start the engine. Make sure it's in neutral. If the engine isn't in neutral, the engine will not start. So if you turn the key and the engine won't start, just make sure it's in neutral. When the engine's running, you have all your instrumentation up here, so we can go through the pages. So you've got ground speed, RPM, engine temp, fuel flow, or we can just have it as a fuel gauge, or you've got your trim. You've also got lat and long, engine temp, and then fuel rate, ground speed, and fuel remaining in gallons, with the fuel gauge here on the right hand side. This one will do exactly the same, so you can have different screens up for what you need. Obviously, always make sure you use a kill cord. That's most important, because if you fall over the side, the engine cuts out. Right, obviously we've got shore power to this to the rib, which is just connected into there. All that does is just runs a little battery charger, obviously to keep the batteries charged up. So when you bring the boat back, if you can plug her back in on shore power, and make sure you trim the engine up as far as it'll go to keep the prop out of the water.